guys, thank you for tuning in to She Shoots and Rides today. So I want to start off with saying thank you. Thank you. When I put my first video on last Friday, I think it was like at 12 something in the morning, I figured I would only get about 5 subscribers, but I have over 20, and I have over 50 views. So thank you so much. I'm so happy. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. So let's talk about Shenandoah Mountains. Beautiful. The weekend was amazing. The ride down was great until we hit traffic. We had the weather, it was cloudy, but we didn't have a lot of rain, just a little spritz here, little spritz there. There was one point on the ride where it came down for like 5 minutes pouring, but we were at a gas station, so we were covered. So what, and then it was fine. And you'll get to see the pictures. I got so much footage. I would have loved to put this on sooner, but I actually did this video all by myself with no templates or anything. So I hope you like it. I saw where I could make some improvements. I'm working on fading and different things like that. And I really do hope that you enjoy this video. This will be my first real video that I did all by myself without any use of any templates or anything like that. So I'm excited. I was up till 4 o'clock putting everything together, but you'll see the final outcome. So there was a hiccup on the trip. My bike stopped working. It shut down on me on Sunday on the way. Actually, not on the way, but when we were ready to go home. So turned out I had it towed home, and I'm in Jersey, and we were in Virginia in the Shenandoah Mountains. So I had it towed. So there are a few, and then I dropped it off at my guy that does the electronics for my bike. So I want to give a special shout out and a warm thank you to Brian. Brian we stayed at the Hampton Inn in Front Royal. Brian was amazing. You know, when we realized that the bike we couldn't get it started, or it wouldn't stay running, the group that I rode with, they left, and that was cool. You know, I was at the hotel, so I was fine. But I had checked out at 5:30, and Brian, he let me go back into the room. He extended my checkout till almost 1 o'clock. So thank you, much love. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for being so gracious. I also want to send a heartfelt thank you to QB from Cycle Towing. When I realized that I wasn't going anywhere, I placed my call to him, and he was like, "What's the matter? Where you at? Send me the address. I'm on my way." And that was about 8:30 in the morning, and he was in Virginia by 12:15. So, you know, QB Cycle Towing, A&D Cycle Towing, thank you so much. And my next thank you is to Milan from Diamond Audio and Performance. He does all my electronics on my bike, and I text him, and he called me back, and I asked him if I could bring the bike to him so he could look at it, because we didn't know what was the problem. Thinking maybe it was electronics, because Saturday night, even though I had my half cover on my bike, it got wet. We had a big storm, lightning, thunder, the whole thing. So Milan was like, "When you're an hour away, call me and I'll open up my shop." And he did. So Milan, again, thank you. And then to my Royal Riders family, you guys are amazing. Our motto is no man left behind. And I know if you all could have stayed, you would have. But it was Father's Day, And I was at the hotel. I wasn't on the road. I was fine. I was in the hotel. But you all, tried to get my bike running. And even though we were supposed to be on the road between 5 and 7, it was after 8 o'clock. You guys stayed with me until you knew that I was going to be okay. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, and I'm glad to be a part of the family. Thank you. So with that, I got a lot of great pictures, great video. I hope you all enjoy it. There's some special thank yous again at the end of this video. It's a little bit longer than it's about 40, it's a little over 40 minutes. So, whether you scroll through it or you want to take your time and watch it, it's all appreciated. So again, thank you for tuning in to She Shoots and Rides. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. And if you want to leave me comments, feel free. It's a work in progress. I am new to this, and I'm really loving it. I am so excited. I really, really, really love what I'm doing right now with this, and I hope that it really goes far. The fact that I can share my moments with you all, I really, really do love doing this. So with that, you all have a blessed day and enjoy the video. Thank you.
Let's go.